Today, we are going to be getting ChatGPT and Grok's official NFL award predictions for the 2025-2026 NFL awards that are coming up next week. Let's hop into the video. As always, we're going to be starting with ChatGPT. Let me read the prompt for you. It's a little long, but I think it's worth it. Hey, Chat, please give me your 2025-2026 NFL awards predictions. Please give me the predictions in the order of Offensive Rookie of the Year. I just listed the order that I did my personal video on if you want to check that out and you haven't yet. After giving each predicted winner, give 2 to 3 reasons why you believe they will win. Please use the official NFL finalists to decide from the article linked below. I linked the article that listed all the NFL finalists for these awards. Listen, I'm leaving it up to Chat. If Chat gets it wrong and starts predicting people that aren't nominated for these awards, then so be it, basically, because here we go. All right. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Teteroa McMillan, wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers. Why I think he will win. McMillan led all rookie receivers in receiving yards, surpassing 1,000 yards, which is a strong statistical foundation for this honor, especially in a season where no rookie QB clearly dominated. This is facts from ChatGPT. This is the exact reason that I picked Teteroa McMillan in my video as well. Wide receivers have won the award in recent seasons when they put up standout receiving numbers relative to other rookies. He boasts consistent production and big playability, making him a more complete candidate than some of the others with less overall output. Another reason that I think Tet's a good choice is consistency from start to finish. Jackson Dart wasn't the starter. Tyler Shuck wasn't the starter. Emeka Egbuka had a fall off. Travion Henderson had a slow start. In terms of Rookie of the Year for the entirety of a season, I feel like Teteroa McMillan is a fair candidate for that choice. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have Carson Swessinger, linebacker for the Cleveland Browns. Why I think he will win. Among finalists, Swessinger led rookies in tackles and tackles for loss, showing impact on both the run and pass defense. Swessinger had north of 150 tackles this year. The man was an absolute beast as a rookie. His high snap count and production stand out in a class where many other rookies, e.g. Pierce or Carter, had more situational and rotational roles. Voters often reward consistency every down defenders, especially linebackers with strong all-around stats, which Swessinger delivered. Swessinger is the betting on favorite to win this award. I didn't go with him in my video. You want to see who I picked? Check it out. It'll be linked in the description. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, Cleveland Browns. This is probably the easiest award. I think he's like minus 500,000 to win it at this point. Why I think Garrett will win. Garrett's season was historically dominant, setting the NFL single season sack record. You could probably just stop right there, to be completely honest, and repeatedly terrorizing quarterbacks. Among the DPOY finalists, he is the most compelling counting stats and narrative impact. Defensive voters love elite pass rushers, and Garrett's dominance reshaped how opponents game planned all season long. So far, ChatGPT kind of supplying some facts right now, if we're being honest here. Comeback Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey, running back, San Francisco 49ers. Why I think he'll win. McCaffrey's return from a major injury to post one of his most productive all-purpose yard seasons gives him a strong comeback narrative. The man had over 1,200 rushing yards. The man had 900 plus receiving yards, 17 total touchdowns on the year. He was the absolute engine that drove the 49ers offense. He finished top 5 in MVP voting. Like, comeback player of the year is probably the lowest that I could see McCaffrey finishing in terms of he could win MVP. He could win OPOY. He could win comeback player of the year. I kind of agree with Chad here. He's a finalist in multiple key award categories, like I mentioned, and showing respect and recognition across voters. The combination of elite production and adversity recovery often resonates most with comeback player voters. Moving forward, Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel of the New England Patriots. Why I think he'll win. Vrabel took a team that was 3-14 in 2024 and turned it into a 14-3 contender in 2025, a massive year-over turnaround. This is 100% facts. They were picking in the top 5 the last 2 years. Vrabel comes in, and we didn't know it at the time, but they are a Super Bowl team now, and they were a top 2 seed and won 14 games. Consistency and improvement on both sides of the ball stand out compared to other finalists. I thought that the Jags really improved. I thought that what Kyle Shanahan did for the 49ers was really impressive. I kind of get what they're saying, but I kind of also think they're being a little loose with their terms here. Voters tend to reward the coach who led the biggest turnaround. This is true, so Vrabel fits the bill. Fair prediction there from ChatGPT. Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith-Njigba. All right. Smith and Jigba led the NFL in receiving yardage, giving him a statistical edge amongst finalists. Leading a major category like total yards, especially a receiver, often carries weight with voters in an OPOY race. His efficiency and role as a centerpiece of a high octane offense gave him an edge over the other candidates. To me, it's him or Puka. The stats are pretty similar, but as you could see here, the reason I went with JSN is kind of the same reason that maybe Chat did, because the MVP is Matthew Stafford, right? That relates because Puka had the MVP throwing him the ball, and I think Sam Darnold's good, but he's not the MVP of the league good. Why Matthew Stafford is the MVP? Stafford led the NFL in passing yards and total touchdowns among quarterbacks, giving him the best traditional MVP numbers. This is facts. I think he had more than 1,000 more passing yards than Drake May. Maybe I'm tripping there. 500 more? I know he had more than 10 plus passing touchdowns than Drake May. His narrative as a veteran breakout season, possibly his best ever, resonates well with voters. Yeah, this is probably going to be Matthew Stafford's only MVP in his career. Other finalists like May and McCaffrey had excellent seasons, but Stafford's balance of volume and efficiency makes him a slight favorite in tight MVP voting. I think Stafford's the right choice, man. Even if you combine Drake May's rushing yardage and rushing touchdowns, Stafford still doesn't beat with just passing yards and passing touchdowns. Stafford led the best offense all around in football in terms of yards and points per game this season. He was the driving force for them. So to me, this is the correct MVP winner. If you want a dark horse, nah, we don't need a dark horse, chat. We're moving over to Grok. All right, we're over on Grok now. Same exact prompt as before. Worked pretty well with ChatGPT, so I'm feeling like it should work pretty well when it comes to Grok, and Grok giving us some numbers. Grok takes a little bit longer to think than ChatGPT, although I will say throughout our history of doing these videos, Grok seems to be a little bit more research-based, analytical in its thinking. I kind of tend to agree with it a little bit more than ChatGPT. But I'll say this, Chat did a really good job this time around. I thought that a lot of their predictions were pretty solid, pretty spot on. At least I agreed with them. We'll see how it turns out to be. So we'll see how Grok does. Grok really taking some time to just get into the weeds here and think, ooh, Carson Schlesinger leads. I think Grok also, I don't know if ChatGPT does this, but I'm pretty certain that Grok looks at betting odds. I can't be 100% certain because I don't know obviously what goes into it, but they do say things like favorite a lot on this research tab that kind of comes up here, adding subheaded new bullet point. I mean, Grok is just, Grok's rolling. Grok is cooking right now. While Grok's cooking, why don't you guys drop your award predictions in the comment section down below? Who do you think is going to win each and every award? What did you agree with or disagree with from what I said and what ChatGPT said? And man, I'm going to interact with as many comments as I can. You guys have been showing a ton of support to these ChatGPT videos. I appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, now I'm going to give you a good time as well to say, how about you hit that like button? How about you hit that subscribe button if you love the NFL? We are on the road to 700 subscribers on the channel. It's been a great year. We've got over 600 subscribers in a year, hoping to, just keep growing and keep talking ball, man. Every subscriber, every like counts. Best free way to support the channel. Just a guy chasing a dream here. How you doing? Man, Grok, this boy. I mean, I made it through an entire, how about you guys subscribe? And he is still just chugging along thinking. This is what I was talking about, man. Chat was like, boom, 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 boom with it. And Grok's like, I'm doing my thing. I'm thinking. Here we go. Okay. Call for 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Made me ramble for 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Teteroa McMillan, wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, set a Carolina franchise record for rookie receiving yards with 1,114, leading all first-year players in the category. He actually beat Kelvin Benjamin, now you know. Topped all rookies with 7 receiving touchdowns and ranked 3rd among them with 70 receptions. Emerged as the #1 receiver for a playoff-bound team, providing consistent separation and big plays down the field. We mentioned this already. I agree. Teteroa McMillan. We got Defensive Rookie of the Year, Carson Schlesinger for the Cleveland Browns, recorded 156 total tackles, 6th league-wide, and accounting for 15.3% of his team's tackles. I didn't know that percentage, man. Grok came out the top rope with that stat. Pretty good one. Led all rookie linebackers in stops, pressures, quarterback hits while adding 2.5 sacks and 2 interceptions. Demonstrated reliability with a low 6% missed tackle rate and was the most consistently impactful rookie defender. All right, Grok getting a little information from Fox Sports. So shout out whatever writer wrote that article. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. Again, super easy choice. Broke the single season sack record with 23, including dominant performance despite constant double teams. Led the NFL with 33 tackles for loss and 39 quarterback hits, adding 3 forced fumbles. posted elite metrics like a 0.23 second get off and ranked second in NFL history for combined tackles for loss. Now you know. The more you know right there when it comes to those stats. Comeback player of the year, Christian McCaffrey. So Grok and ChatGPT, 4 for 4 in agreement right now. We saw a little peak there. Going to be 5 for 5. Christian McCaffrey, running back, San Francisco 49ers, returned from missing 13 games in 2024 due to an Achilles and knee injury to play every game in 2025. I think that should also count for something. The workhorse McCaffrey was, led the league in 413 touches in second in scrimmage yards at 2,126. I think only second to Bijan Robinson. So make a case for Bijan. Bijan finished third in combined rushing and receiving touchdowns, 17, powering an injury hit team to 12 wins. Yeah, man, super impressive. Got to reward at least somebody on the 49ers. Coach of the year, they got Vrabel, guided the Patriots to 14 wins in his debut season, tripling their previous year's total of 4, secured the team's first division title since 2019 in the AFC's 2 seed, orchestrated a dramatic turnaround, highlighting by developing rookie quarterback Drake May into a star. Not rookie, got that wrong. Sophomore quarterback Drake May, but I hear you. Certainly matters. Offensive player of the year, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Grok and ChatGPT seeing eye to eye on everything. We normally don't see that in the prediction videos, so we'll see what happens there. Amassed 119 receptions for 1793 and 10. Established himself as Seattle's clear #1 wide receiver. Outperformed other non-QB candidates in tight race with elite production despite competition. I really thought one of these guys was going to go Puka or Bijan or McCaffrey for Offensive Player of the Year. I also didn't expect both guys to go with Mike Vrabel because I think Shanahan, Ben Johnson, Liam Cohen, like you could make a case for anybody that's up for that award truthfully. Same could be said for Offensive Player of the Year, but I digress. MVP, Matthew Stafford. So they felt the same about everything. Led the league in passing touchdowns and threw for a massive number of yards on a resurgent Rams team. Delivered clutch performances down the stretch, edging out careful. In efficiency against tough defenses, received overwhelming support from analysts, ranking first in votes for the award. Oh, I mean, Grok's telling you it's over. Stop the count. Stafford's already the MVP per Grok. But hey, man, some solid NFL award predictions from ChatGPT and Grok. Like I mentioned, be sure to let me know yours in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the sub button. I'll catch you next time. Peace.